Greetings, my spooky souls, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're turning the page to a world shrouded in whispers and shadows, the unsettling realm of haunted libraries. Imagine, if you will, the scent of aging parchment, the musty air thick with forgotten tales, and the lingering presence of something not quite alive. Tonight we delve into the eerie and mysterious world of old libraries where ghostly apparitions have been seen. These aren't just stories whispered amongst dusty shelves, these are tales etched in spectral chills and unexplained phenomena. So grab your bookmarks, dim the lights, and prepare yourself for 3 spine-chilling horror stories that will leave you questioning reality. Let the haunting begin. Our first tale takes us deep into the heart of New England, to a grand old library known as the Athenaeum. Built in the late 1800s, the Athenaeum housed a vast collection of books, its towering shelves a testament to centuries of knowledge and human thought. But within its hallowed halls a tragedy unfolded, one that would forever stain the library's history. Eleanor Vance, a woman of sharp wit and a deep love for literature, served as the head librarian. She knew the library like the back of her hand, each aisle and shelf a familiar path in her world of words. Then, one cold December night, Eleanor vanished without a trace. Days turned into weeks, her disappearance a chilling mystery that gripped the small town. Searches proved fruitless, and the once vibrant library fell silent, a somber reflection of its missing caretaker.
Then the whispers started. Late at night, cleaning staff swore they heard the faint echo of footsteps, the soft thud of books being shifted on shelves. Some claimed to catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure resembling Eleanor gliding through the stacks. They described her spectral form, her hair pulled back in a tight bun, her eyes seemingly searching the endless rows of books.
One young assistant, Sarah, was working late, organizing a new collection of Victorian literature. As she reached for a particularly heavy volume, she felt a cold breath on the back of her neck. Turning slowly, she saw her, but it couldn't be. Standing between the shelves, bathed in the dim moonlight filtering through the Gothic windows, was Eleanor. Her face, though, was pale and drawn, her eyes reflecting an unearthly sorrow. Sarah could only stare, her breath caught in her throat, as the spectral librarian reached out a translucent hand towards a misplaced book. Eleanor, it seemed, was still organizing, even in death. The apparition adjusted the book, placing it meticulously in its rightful spot on the shelf. Then, as quickly as she appeared, she vanished, leaving Sarah trembling in the eerie silence. Word spread through the town about the phantom librarian, her spectral presence both unsettling and strangely comforting. Some feared the ghost of Eleanor Vance, while others saw her as a guardian, a protector of the literary treasures she held so dear in life. To this day, the legend of the phantom librarian persists. Visitors and staff alike claim to hear the faint rustling of her spectral skirts, the gentle clink of her locket as she drifts through the stacks, forever bound to the library she loved in life and in death. Our journey takes us to the windswept coast of Scotland, to a secluded library perched atop a cliff overlooking the stormy North Sea. Dunhaven Library, with its weathered stone walls and gargoyle-adorned eaves, held centuries of history and whispered tales of ancient lore. A particular presence, a whispering ghost, drew the attention of those seeking the unknown. The whispers began subtly, a faint rustling of parchment, a soft sigh carried on the drafts through the library's corridors. Visitors would pause, straining to identify the source, only to dismiss it as the wind howling off the sea. But the whispers persisted, growing bolder, more insistent. They seemed to emanate from the library's restricted section, a dimly lit labyrinth of towering shelves housing rare manuscripts. Legend had it that the whispers belonged to the ghost of a former scholar, Alistair McAllister, who had spent his life in pursuit of forbidden knowledge. McAllister had stumbled upon a secret, hidden within the pages of an ancient tome. This discovery came at a terrible price. Driven mad by the knowledge, McAllister met an untimely end within the library's walls. One evening, a young historian named Emily Grant arrived at Dunhaven Library, eager to delve into its collection of maritime charts. As she made her way through the hushed aisles, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Entering the restricted section, the air grew heavy, the scent of mildew filling her nostrils. The whispers, once faint, now swirled around her, sending shivers down her spine.
Lost. Forgotten. Buried deep. The whispers hissed, both alluring and menacing.
Emily pressed on, her curiosity overriding her fear. The whispers seemed to guide her, leading her deeper into the labyrinthine stacks. She stopped before a shelf sagging under the weight of centuries-old volumes. As she reached for a worn book, she felt a cold hand on her wrist. Turning swiftly, she found herself face to face with a translucent figure. It was the ghost of Alistair McAllister, desperation and triumph etched on his spectral features. His ethereal lips moved, forming words Emily could hear with startling clarity. The truth, you seek it. Find the hidden passage behind the astrolabe. McAllister's voice, a raspy whisper, reverberated in her bones. And then, just as suddenly, the ghost vanished, leaving Emily alone in the eerie silence. Her heart pounded, her mind racing with questions. What hidden passage lay behind the astrolabe? Emily's encounter ignited a thirst for knowledge, mirroring the late scholar's own. She knew the answers lay within the library's walls, secrets waiting to be uncovered. As the ghostly whispers echoed, Emily vowed to unravel the mysteries of Dunhaven Library, no matter the cost. Our final tale leads us to a sprawling university library in the American Midwest, a place where knowledge and fear intertwine within the hallowed halls of academia. Here, in the hushed silence of the library's grand reading room, a chilling presence has made itself known, a spectral scholar forever bound to the pursuit of knowledge.
The grand reading room, with its towering arched windows and long oak tables illuminated by emerald-shaded lamps, was a sanctuary for generations of students seeking solace in their studies. But beneath the veneer of intellectual pursuit lurked an unsettling secret. Students whispered of a particular table, tucked away in the room's shadowy corner, where a ghostly figure could be seen late at night.
The apparition, always described as a man in a tweed jacket with a shock of white hair, would be hunched over a book, his spectral finger tracing the lines of text as if lost in deep thought.
One fateful evening, a graduate student named Jake decided to pull an all-nighter in the reading room. Deadlines loomed, and the pressure to excel in his studies weighed heavily on him. As the hours ticked by and the library emptied, Jake found himself drawn to the shadowy corner where the ghostly scholar was said to appear. He settled into the chair opposite the apparition, his heart pounding in his chest.
At first, there was nothing out of the ordinary. The only sounds were the faint hum of the building's electrical system and the rustle of Jake's own turning pages. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw movement. Sitting across from him, bathed in the pale glow of the desk lamp, was the ghostly figure. The apparition seemed oblivious to Jake's presence, its ethereal eyes fixed on the pages of a book that appeared to be as old as the library itself.
Jake watched, mesmerized and terrified, as the ghostly scholar turned the pages with a slow, deliberate motion. He could make out the faintest of whispers, as if the apparition were muttering to itself, lost in the depths of its spectral studies. Gathering his courage, Jake decided to speak. "Excuse me," he stammered, his voice barely a whisper in the silent room.
The ghostly scholar, however, didn't react. It continued to read, its spectral finger gliding over the ancient text as if Jake didn't exist. Suddenly, the lights in the reading room flickered, plunging the space into momentary darkness. When the lights flickered back on, the ghostly scholar was gone. The chair across from Jake was empty. The book vanished into thin air. Shaken to his core, Jake fled the reading room, the image of the spectral scholar seared into his memory. He couldn't shake the feeling that he had witnessed something ancient and profoundly unsettling, a glimpse into a realm where knowledge and the supernatural intertwined.
The haunted reading room became a legend among the student body, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. Some dismissed it as a prank, a figment of overactive imaginations fueled by stress and caffeine. Others, however, couldn't shake the feeling that something truly eerie haunted that shadowy corner of the library, a presence that defied explanation.
To this day, the grand reading room remains a place of both scholarly pursuit and unsettling mystery. And the ghostly scholar, forever bound to its spectral stacks, serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these terrifying tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling stories. Share your own ghostly encounters in the comments below. Remember, every library holds its secrets, whispers of the past echoing through the ages. So the next time you find yourself wandering through the stacks, be sure to listen closely. You never know what ghostly tales those ancient tomes may hold. Until next time, stay curious and stay scared.